All right, we are live and recording. Welcome back, and thanks again for being here and for being a part of the Frequency Shifters community. It's an honor and a joy, as always, to be able to move you through these practices to help raise your vibration out of things like stress, fear, tension, and fatigue in the body, things that are weighing us down, negative energies, into feeling more peaceful, more powerful, and in control of our minds, bodies, and emotions. So today's class is all about chakra balancing through yoga. So as a quick reminder, you can go back and watch the full workshop on the chakras. That also includes a meditation in the on-demand library as a part of the Frequency Shifters community membership. But a quick overview, the chakras are 7 key areas or 7 key energy centers in the body, starting at the base of the spine and including the lower body, moving all the way up to the crown of the head. And each of these chakras, also called meridians in things like acupuncture, Chinese medicine, chiropractic, these are essentially areas where there are bundles of nerves, organs, veins and capillaries and all of the inner stuff going on. But then there are also parallels between these key areas with our emotional and our mental health. So there's these sort of multiple layers. Each one represents certain physical aspects of our health or certain physical aspects of the body, as well as their corresponding mental and emotional aspects. So today's practice, we're going to use yoga, kind of moving from the bottom of the body, the lower body, up to the crown and ending with a little bit of light meditation to sort of balance these key energy areas. So like I said, we're going to start with some grounding and things more focused in the lower body and then move through the chakras. So to start, find a comfortable seated position, crossing your feet at the ankles and closing your eyes to bring your awareness inward. Start to naturally slow down your breathing. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Let the lungs and belly expand and relax with your breath. Expand and relax. Feel the lower body resting downward, feeling steady, stable, and secure. Fully connected to the ground and whatever's beneath you. Beginning to relax and let go. Allow each exhale to be a release of tension. Now, keeping the eyes closed and the awareness inward, start to lengthen your legs. So uncrossing at the ankles, stretch your feet and legs out in front of you. Lengthening the legs along the ground, pulling the toes back towards your body as you press the heels forward. And here we're going to slowly walk our hands towards our feet and back up a couple of times. So we do a lot of sitting these days, and so the lower part of the body can actually be quite tight and tense. So we're just going to take a few moments to move our way up and down. And then go ahead and lift the arms, sending your arms upward, and we're going to forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Continue a few more times on your own. All right, on the next exhale, we're going to hold. Exhale, fold, and hold. So let your hands grab on, wherever's most natural. That may be on your calves or down towards your ankles. It might be grabbing all the way along the bottom of the feet. Keeping the spine straight, belly pressing towards your lap. Keep the eyes closed now and breathe. Allow your chest and belly to start to drop a little closer to the legs. And start to walk it back up. Wonderful. We're going to take the right foot, cross it over the left leg, walk the hands back down. 3 big breaths here. And switch. Left leg up, crossing over the right leg, walk the hands down. 3 big breaths here. And walk it back. Again, stretching the feet forward. Here we're going to move into our first of our sun salutations, coming up into a downward dog. Bring the hands under the shoulders, the feet to the ground. And we're just going to roll back and forth a couple of times, feeling the steadiness and stability of your body on the ground. Hands, again, strong under the shoulders, flowing back and forth between downward dog and high plank. Now from downward dog, we're going to bring the left foot forward. So drop that left foot and then drop the right knee. So staying grounded to the earth, body low to the ground. This also starts to work its way to our sacral chakra, the second up from the root chakra. So the root chakra is base of the spine, legs all the way down to the feet. The sacral chakra is this lower part of the pelvis, where also like our sex organs are, the whole pelvic area below the belly button. So we're also starting in the hips and hip flexors. So we're starting to get into this area of the body as well. They often overlap. So here you want to let the hands either rest here on your thigh, or you could bring them all the way down for a little bit of a deeper stretch. Breathe. Try to let your hands rest all the way to the ground if possible. You could also use some blocks here under the hands or books as a support. And now we're going to twist. So you're going to keep the right hand on the ground, twist open to the left. And then left hand down, twist open to the right. Keep it going. Beautiful. Now send your weight back over the right heel, stretching the left foot forward. So staying here in the lower body, grounding back to the earth. Feel the support of the ground beneath you. Reaching your hands forward. And you may be up here. This may be more of like a runner stretch like this. You may be able to sit all the way back on that heel. Take it where you are. Slow, deep breaths. And release. Come back to center. Here, grounding your hands to the earth. Tuck the right toe under, lift the knee, send the left foot back, 3-legged dog. And drop it back to downward dog. Now bringing the right foot forward. Drop the left knee. Inhale, lift both arms, low lunge. And bring the hands then to the top of that knee or all the way to the ground on this side. So taking another pause, we're going to hold. Breathing slowly and deeply. Beautiful. And now twist. Keep the left hand on the ground, open the right hand, turning and twisting towards the inner right thigh, and then moving back and forth. We'll do a few times each direction. Beautiful. Now start to walk your hands back. So again, this side might be different, look and feel different than it did on the other side. You might be up here using the hands as support on either side. You might be able to drop all the way back onto that left heel. Flexing the right foot, pull the toes back towards you, walking your hands towards your feet. Breathe slowly and deeply, continuing to allow each exhale to be a release of tension. If something arises, a pain, a thought, really anything at all, take that breath out to practice letting it go and coming back to the breathing, the stretch you're feeling in your body. And return. Lunging forward, tuck the left toe under, straighten the leg, and send the right foot back, three-legged dog. Big stretch with that right heel. And then set it down for downward dog. Now dropping your knees to the ground, resting the tops of the toes. We're going to come back to a seated position to do just a little bit more work on the sacral chakra before moving on. So dropping into this position, we're going to start with just some gentle hip circles. Rotating, so thinking about this low part of the pelvis as well as moving up into the belly. So this is also going to start to go to our solar plexus chakra, the third chakra, which is more of the core midsection, our power center, our gut and digestive health. And reverse, now engaging the core the other way, moving all the way around. So try to go as far as you can in each direction here. Making big, wide circles, energizing that core part of your body. Wonderful. All right. Now coming back to neutral, we're going to let this left leg stay on the ground, and you're going to bring the right leg on top. All right, so you may be, I'm sorry, I'm not reversing this. So you left leg on the bottom, just do as I say, not necessarily mirroring the movement. Left knee should be on the ground, the foot relax at the side, and then the right foot you want to bring all the way up and over so that the right foot is solidly on the ground. If it doesn't go on the ground all the way, you can bring it here to the inside of the knee instead. So whichever one of those, and then we're going to twist in this position, which again engages these lower parts of the core. We're also stretching out the hips and getting into the hip flexors. We're rooting into the earth as we sit on the ground. So this covers all three of those lower chakras. As we start to move, and it even starts to work up into the heart center, which is the fourth chakra, as we open the heart through the chest and shoulders, twisting either direction. So here we're going to use the arms, opening the arms, widening them towards the ground, as we twist each way. Inhale through center, exhale, twist. Inhale through center, exhale, twist. Keep a steady pace. Last one each direction. Beautiful. And then we're going to switch sides. So now bring your right foot to the ground and bring the left foot either to the inside of that right knee or all the way up and over the knee if you can get your foot flat on the ground, and we'll continue the other way. Keeping that momentum, using the arms, opening widely. Exhaling, inhaling through center, exhaling with the twist. As we exhale with the twist, it allows us to go deeper, sending your gaze back over the shoulder, tightening and activating those core muscles. Keep a steady pace. All right, last one to each side. Wonderful. Back to neutral. Unwind the legs. Let's move into a tabletop for cat and cow, bringing the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So here we're feeling grounded as we root to the earth with our body literally resting on the ground. And then we're also engaging those upper chakras, the lower, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra as well, or sacral chakra, solar plexus, and then heart chakra, moving up in the right direction there. All right, so we're going to inhale, open the entire front of your body, and actually the throat chakra as well, because we're opening the front of the throat here as we lift our gaze and open the chin. So you want to be sending your tailbone upward as well as your gaze upward, opening the whole front of the body. And then exhale to cat, tucking your chin to your chest, relaxing the other way, really tucking the belly button up towards your spine. Use the whole capacity of your body, inhaling to look up, arching the spine this direction. Exhale, arch the other way, belly button to spine. Keep going at a pace that feels good to you. Wonderful. On the next inhale, lift your head and tail and then tuck the toes under. So tuck the toes under, starting to shift your weight forward to your hands as you straighten the legs and lift your tailbone, moving back into downward facing dog. And then here we're going to inhale, high plank, roll the shoulders over wrists. Exhale to your belly with control, letting your whole front of your body rest on the ground. Inhale for cobra, open the heart center, feeling the shoulders roll up and back. And exhale to downward dog. Tuck the toes under, lift the tail. Returning to downward dog. Take a pause and a breath. And from here, make your way to the top of your mat. Big step or walk. Inhaling to lift your arms to the sky. And exhaling to bring your hands to your heart. So here we'll move into some faster flow. Inhale, lift the arms, open the heart as you press the hips forward. Exhale, forward fold, sweeping motion to the earth with the palms, and step both feet back, high plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale to your belly with control. Inhale, open the heart for cobra. And again, let the exhale sweep you back, downward dog. And then go ahead and lift your left leg. So send the left leg upward, three-legged dog, and bring it forward, grounding both feet to the earth. Inhale, lift both arms. Warrior one. So in warrior one, both feet are on the ground. So we're rooted, we're steady, we're grounded into both feet. Hips are facing forward, heart is open as the arms lift. And here we're going to go back and forth. We're going to forward fold into humble warrior, bringing the palms together behind the spine and then stretching the hands away from the body. Okay, so we're going to go into this humble warrior. Left foot should be flat on the ground, right heel should be lifted. And then we're going to set the heel down. Inhale, lift the arms. So here, continuing to open, use the core in our crunching motion, but also opening the heart center and the front of the body. So inhale, lift. Exhale, pivot the heel off the ground first, and then forward fold, sweeping the arms back. Interlock the fingers, straightening the elbows, gaze out beyond your big toe. Right foot down, inhale, lift. Exhale, lift the heel, forward fold. Keep a steady pace here on your own. 2 more. And I just got my low battery notification, so excuse me while I just plug in my laptop here so I don't lose you guys. There we go. All right, so you should have finished those other 2. Now coming back to neutral, arms lifted, and we're gonna go from here into warrior 3. So continuing of opening the heart center and now starting to shift into a little bit of balance. So moving away from that groundedness of the root chakra, both feet on the ground, we're gonna be lifting one leg. So you're gonna send your hands forward, take the right foot up and off the ground, and then sweep them back to further open the heart. So just like we did in humble warrior, you wanna lift the arms like this, dropping your chest and belly as close as you can to parallel to the ground, and keeping your gaze out beyond the big toe. So you should be looking, not at me while the leg is lifted. Keep your gaze at the ground, flex that right heel, stretch the hands behind you, open the heart center, and breathe. When you're ready, starting to bend the left knee as you bring the right foot back to the ground, and then inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, both palms to the earth now, framing that front foot, sweep the left foot back, three-legged dog, and set it down for downward dog. Take another vinyasa. Inhale, high plank. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Now the right leg is going to lift, so send the right heel to the sky and bring it all the way forward. Grounding both feet, warrior one. Inhale, lift your arms. And then start to pivot that back heel off the ground for our humble warrior. So keeping the front foot rooted, sweep the arms back, interlocking the fingers, straighten the arms. Beautiful. Inhale, drop both heels, lift the arms, keep the heart open, gaze forward, eye level. Exhale, pivot to the toes of your back foot, sweeping the arms behind you, straightening the elbows. Drop the heel, inhale, lift your arms. Pivot the toes off the ground, exhale, forward fold, interlocking the fingers, gaze out beyond the big toe, straightening the arms, opening the heart. And drop the heel, inhale, lift the arms. Two more on your own. Moving at whatever pace feels good. Beautiful. All right, now giving yourself room to start rooting into this front foot for warrior three. Virabhadrasana 3, our balancing pose on this side. You're going to start to lean into that right foot and send your gaze out beyond the big toe first before starting to lift that left leg off the ground. You want to be strong and steady and have your gaze and your, we call it a drishti. It's what we focus our attention on, what we put our focus on. You want that to be, again, out beyond the big toe. Since we're going to this parallel motion, we don't want to be looking up because then we won't be able, we'll tip around. So set the gaze first and then start to send your weight to the right foot. Lifting the left foot as you flex the heel and stretching the arms behind you. Bringing your body as close as you can to a parallel position to the ground. Breathing slowly and deeply. And starting to bend that right knee when you're ready to come down. Lowering the left foot. Inhale, lift both arms. Exhale, sweep both arms to the ground, framing your front foot and sweeping the right leg back, three-legged dog. Set it down for downward dog. Inhale, shoulders over wrists, high plank. Exhale to your belly with control. Inhale, open the heart for cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Now go ahead and lift the right leg first. Send the right leg to the sky and bring it forward. Once again, warrior one, lifting both arms. And then here, I'm gonna flip around a little bit so you can see me better. We're gonna open into warrior two. Flipping the front palm over, so here we're gonna get a little higher, both the heart and even higher into the throat chakra and even the crown, the third eye and the crown, as we sweep the right arm back into our reverse warrior. So you really want to be lunging into that front foot. So go as deep as you can, sweeping the left arm back. And then we're going to go back and forth between these two. Now bring the right elbow to your knee, sweep the left arm overhead, and we're again going to want to rotate the chin and throat, sending your gaze to the inner left elbow. All right, so back and forth between these two. Right arm lifted, left arm lifted. 3 more. Beautiful. Last reverse. And again, bring both hands to the ground, framing the front foot. Sweep the right foot back, three-legged dog. Set it down, downward dog. Take a vinyasa. Inhale, high plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale to your belly with control. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. From here, lifting the left leg again. So left leg to the sky, leading with the heel. And bring that left foot forward. Inhale, lift both arms, warrior one. Hips to the front of the room, both feet grounded. And then opening to warrior two. Arms long, shifting here through the hips. And flip that front palm over, reverse warrior. Right hand to the back thigh. Left arm sweeps overhead, and you want to take that knee really deep. All right, so finding your kind of flow here between these two, dropping the left knee, elbow to left knee, reaching the right arm overhead, gaze to the inner right elbow. So when the left arm is lifted, gaze is at the left elbow, and then when the right arm is lifted, feel that shift and movement through the throat and neck as you send your gaze to the right elbow. So now back and forth, 3 more on your own. Rotating fully through the chin, neck, and throat. Keeping the heart open, that front knee bent as you ground into your lunge. Okay, I think that was 3. And release. Pause here in your last reverse warrior. And exhale, both palms to the earth. Frame your front foot. Send the left foot back, three-legged dog. And set it down, downward dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, cobra, open the heart. Exhale, downward dog. Tailbone to the sky. Breathe, 3 deep breaths in through the belly. Let it expand, exhale, release, tuck it back. Wonderful. Now starting to walk your feet forward. Walk your feet towards your hands, and then inhale to slowly rise, coming all the way to standing. So here we're going to just pause for a moment. I want you to feel every part of the body from the feet up to the crown, rooting into the feet. Find some length from the heels up through the calves, the back of your knees and thighs, lifting from the hips, lengthening the belly. Feeling the spine, every notch on the spine slowly separate as you lengthen, lengthen, lengthen from the tailbone. Take the shoulders up and back a couple times. And then energize the arms, lifting them all the way to the sky. Feeling that lift now and expansion through the sides of the belly, through the sides of the ribs, feeling the space between each rib expand. Lifting through the armpits, upper arms and shoulders, elbows, forearms, wrists, and then stretching all the way through the fingertips. Here we're going to take the left hand to the right wrist as we fold to the left. And now opposite, folding to the right. Take 2 more to each side on your own. And then back to neutral. Big breath in. Lift the arms and then exhale, hinge at the waist. So here we're going to go into a forward fold. This is a great way to move into the third eye chakra as well as the crown chakra. We can use headstands and handstands, which we will get to at some point here in our Frequency Shifters Club. But today we're going to accomplish the same benefit of those poses by just doing a deep forward fold. So hinging at the waist, let the arms reach all the way down towards the feet, feeling the feet anchored, the legs tall up through the hips, and then relaxing everything else, feeling the pull of gravity on the top of the head as it drops further and further towards your feet. Breathe deeply. Let the body start to slow down and wind down. upper body feeling heavy as your weight drops lower and lower. And then starting to bring your knees down, drop your knees to the ground. And we're going to return to where we began, crossing the feet at the ankles. And bringing the hands up to start right here between the brows at your third eye. So right between the eyebrows here. And I want you to rest the middle fingers, or as much of the fingers as you can. The thumbs won't touch, you can keep those lifted, but the other 4 fingers, rest them starting with the pinky between the brows or at the bridge of the nose there, and then all the way up through the center of the forehead, or however far the fingers go up. I want you to just apply some gentle pressure. Closing the eyes, bringing all of your energy and awareness to that point. Resting in the comfort of the darkness with the eyes closed. And then starting to move the fingers up to the brow bone, or up to the, not the brow, the hairline. There we go. So kind of massaging gently, making some circular motions with the fingertips. Bring them up to the hairline. And start to bring them down to the sides of the temples. Continuing those small circles, giving yourself a nice little massage, balancing out and releasing the muscles in the face. We carry a lot of tension here and don't always know it until we do this. You might feel some release or feel something that even hurts a little bit or feels tight or tense. If there's any area like that, spend a little extra time there. Now moving along the jaw, down around the chin, massaging the neck and throat. And then working them back up. So now come back up along the temples, all the way to the brow line, down to the third eye, and then up to the crown. So massaging your head now, all the way along the crown of the head, the top of the head, the hair here. Hopefully feels really good. And then dropping your hands when you're ready. Bringing your awareness inward, back to that space between the brows. We're going to repeat a series of statements. I want you to just repeat it to yourself one time back to yourself after I say it in your mind, or you could always repeat it out loud, keeping your awareness or your inner guide at that space between the brows as you speak the words. Beginning with, I am strong, stable, and secure. I am beautifully creative and unique. I feel and own my power. I open my heart to give and receive love. I express myself easily and freely. I am connected to my inner wisdom. And our last one, I surrender to the highest and best that seeks to emerge through me. So I'll say that one again. I know it's a little long. I surrender to the highest and best that seeks to emerge through me. Take one last moment here to reflect on the power of those words you just spoke to yourself, aligning with each of the energy centers, each of the chakras, and feeling the energy flowing freely in your body, all the way up and down the spine, from the base of your spine to the crown of your head and back again. Continuing to breathe deeply. And taking as much time here as you need to return to the room and re-enter your day. You can start to bring your awareness back to the eyes. Take any other stretches that might feel good, some twists or lifting your arms, anything else that might feel good in your body right now. Fully coming back to the room and opening your eyes when it feels right to you. Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that practice. It's hard to fit a whole chakra balancing class into that amount of time, which I extra realized as we just moved through this. I know we're a little late on time today. This ended up being a little longer class, but I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be able to revisit it many times to leave you feeling hopefully, balanced, refreshed, and aligned in these key areas of the body. So make sure you also check out the other chakra resources in the online on-demand library. And as always, let me know of any questions. I'm going to stick around for just a couple minutes in case anybody has anything. And if you have to run, I will see you back in class again very soon.